Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dan Murphy and this is TalkTechToMe. Today we have something really special. I'm going to be taking you through ElevenLabs, which is one of the market leaders in text-to-speech. I've been using this for months now. It's absolutely fantastic. I think you're absolutely going to love it. Anybody who's creating content out there, anybody's dealing with voiceovers or having to dub voices or translate anything into any different languages, this is the app for you. So without further ado, let's get into it. And here we are. Go to ElevenLabs.io. I will put a link in the description down below, so you don't need to worry about that. And this is the interface. I think it's extremely clean. It's very intuitive. I had absolutely no issues finding what I need to do and get around. So let's take you through some of the features. First and foremost, ElevenLabs is text-to-speech. So that's probably the best place to start. And in text-to-speech, like you imagined, you get a big text box here. You have up to 5,000 characters in this section of it. There are other sections which you can do more characters in. And so yeah, you put in what you want to say, and on the right-hand side, you select your voices. You can select whoever you want. Let's go with Liam.
Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself.
Every time you click on one of them, it's going to give you a little preview of it. So yeah, let's generate speech.
Why don't skeletons fight each other? They don't have the guts.
Excellent. So once you have a voice selected, you can select your model. And think of your model as being your ChatGPT 4.0 or 3.5, wherever it is. There is small, lighter versions, which are cheaper, or else you can go for the more high quality ones. It really depends on what you want to do. If you're generating large amounts of audio, it's probably best to go for the cheaper option. Or if you need something that's really high quality, stick with the high quality one, obviously. You can adjust the speed of it, the stability of it, and the similarity as well. So if you wanted to slow things way down, we'll just regenerate that again.
Why don't skeletons fight each other? They don't have the guts.
There you go. And you can exaggerate the style as well. So that is Chris we're looking at there. If you go up to the Voices tab, there is a library then as well. So all, personal, community, and default. There's also the extended library then as well, which is sort of broken down into more different categories. So depending on what you want the voice for, it might be for social media, it might be for advertisement. And there is a lot of voices in here. I'm not going to lie. There is hundreds, if not thousands. Every voice has a little description of it as well. So if you hit view, it'll tell you very briefly what it's all about. It's a HD voice, middle-aged, male, English, and it's per rate. Narrative and story. So this is Knox Dark 2nd edition.
Nature whispers secrets in the rustling of leaves.
That is a deep, deep voice. Also, these little numbers here beside it show you how many times the voice has been used. So you can get a good understanding of whether it's a popular voice or whether you want to go for something a little more niche then as well, or what you're looking for. Full search functionality then as well, which is also nice. Going back to my voices, I have created my own voice within this, and you can license your own voice then as well. So here we are, Dan Murphy. A blunt arrow in the air has greater potential to strike than a sharp one in a quiver. There you go. So if you wanted to use my voice for whatever you're making, whether it be a podcast, a YouTube video, some voiceover work for TikTok, you can license your own voice and use it there. It takes about 30 minutes to an hour. You need to record at least 30 minutes of audio, but they do recommend probably closer to 2 hours of audio. You upload that in sort of 10-minute files onto the platform, and then it takes a couple of hours. They run them through a process where they sort of synthesize it, and then they give you the output at the very end of it then as well, and they can license your voice and you get paid. If we look down here at the bottom, I can go to my payouts, and I am due to get a sweet $6.54 US dollars, $6.54 this month for people using my voice. Now, obviously, if you have ethical concerns or you have privacy concerns, I wouldn't recommend this. Essentially, once your voice is out there, you are giving over the license for it to be used in whatever means necessary, in whatever people want to use it for then as well. So yeah, it's something you need to be comfortable with. Going back to some of the features, let's go to the voice changer section. Voice changer is very good. So if you do have an audio file or even a video file and you want to change that to some other voice, let's take a little file here as an example and upload it. So this is a video file. It's only about 10 seconds long, and it's me just testing out my microphone. And I want to change it to, let's use
The thing always happens that...
Yeah. Now we're going to select Brian and we're going to generate that. So it's going to run through that little file I uploaded, and it's going to change the voice and output it.
Das är game okay? Kan ni höra mig screen okay? A blunt arrow in the air has greater potential to strike than a sharp one in the quiver.
Thank you, Brian. And some background noise. Let me see if I can change that one to
Das
female.
Can hear mas frinoke. A blunt arrow in the air.
Oh, apologies. Let's try Alice. And we'll generate that again to see what a male to female voice. This might be a disaster, but let's hear it anyway.
Das Can hear mas frinoke. A blunt arrow in the air has greater potential to strike than a sharp one in the quiver.
Wow. That's fantastic. So yes, you can take a male voice and translate it into female, and I'm assuming vice versa then as well. Moving on then, sound effects. This is a nice little feature I only discovered quite recently. Get rid of that one. So yes, you can put whatever you want here. Opening a bottle of beer. Generate that. So if you need to generate a very specific sound effect, this can do it for you. Am I generating? Oh, sorry. I've done it twice there. So yeah, if you ever needed to create sound effects for whatever your needed purpose, this just eats into your credits then as well. You see down the bottom left hand corner beside your face. And it gives you numerous different versions of it. Bit more like it. Now, earlier on, I tried this with a car starting. That's pretty good. So yeah, if you ever need to produce sound effects for whatever you're doing, it's absolutely something you can do here. Moving on to the studio then as well. So the studio is for bigger projects. So if you need to do something that's over 5,000 characters, you can go to the studio then as well. Really powerful. I narrated my entire audiobook using this. So you can see there's 8 chapters there, and this is a 94-page audiobook. And you can see there, essentially, you put in everything, you format it correctly how you want it to be spoken, you select your voice, whatever voice you're going to license for it then as well, and then you just download your files. It generates it all for you. So yeah, the studio is for big projects. And it was absolutely fantastic. So I didn't have to go and pay a voice actor. Essentially, I got ElevenLabs to produce my entire audiobook for me. Saved me an absolute fortune. Dubbing then as well is where you want to convert voices into other voices then, or dub over different things. So if you do want to translate an audio file or video file into a different language, Dubbing Studio is where you can go for this. You can upload the raw video or the raw audio, or else you can link it directly from YouTube. So if you do have your own YouTube channel and you create a content and you want to essentially convert that content into a different language, you can put the URL straight in here for you and it will do it all for you. So the Dubbing Studio is really powerful if that's the kind of thing that you're into. Conversational AI is a relatively new feature for them as well, and it's about building agents or bots. So about building if anybody's used AWS Poly in the past, where essentially you're building conversational AI where you can actually talk to what you think is a person, but essentially it's this agent which you've created in the background then as well. Extremely powerful tool. Something I haven't really got into. I don't really have a use case for it then as well, but just another one of the features that ElevenLabs offers. And then finally, text-to-speech, which is the real bread and butter for that. There is a transcribe feature then as well. So this is essentially going the opposite direction. So this is taking audio files and transcribing them as well. So say if you dictate your notes, you're a doctor, a solicitor, or some of those kind of professions where you're constantly talking all day and you're recording your voice then as well. Put in your audio files directly into this and it will transcribe them into whatever sort of Word document or text file that you need then as well. So it's sort of the opposite of text-to-speech. It's speech-to-text then as well. But it's fantastic that ElevenLabs offers that service then as well. Now, I want to talk briefly about the pricing model. And then finally we get into some more demoing then as well. I am on the creator pack here, which is $11 a month. And within that there, you see yourself, you get 250,000 credits, which does sound like a lot, but really depending what you're doing. If you're creating audiobooks where you're essentially converting 94-page documents or data page books into that, you're going to eat through your credits really quickly, and you might need to go for a pro plan. If you're something like myself and you're making YouTube videos and you're converting them, or else you're making TikTok videos and you're making those social media advertisements, the Creator Suite is probably the best. The starter one is a little bit limited, and I don't think it allows you to create your own professional voice. Yes, professional voice cloning is only on the creator option then as well. So if you are interested in licensing your own voice and making some money on the side, you're going to have to go with the creator model then as well. Monthly subscription, really easy to manage. There is bigger versions then as well for scale and business, depending on what your sort of your needs are. But for me as a content creator, the creator version of it has been perfect for what I needed it for. Now, a few examples. Let's go text to speech and bring it to life a bit more. If anybody's used Poe before, Poe is a application where you can use numerous different AI models within it then as well. So if you want to hop between lots of different models, it's absolutely fantastic. I've created a few bots on it as well and a few custom GPTs, which you can license out for people then as well. But one thing about Poe is it's already integrated into ElevenLabs. So let's just open up a little ghostwriter and let's create a little limerick. Write a limerick about a drunken footballer. Drunken. And here we go. And you see down the bottom there, you can speak this using ElevenLabs. So there is an API available for ElevenLabs as well. So if you are building an application or you do want to integrate it with some other platform, it's probably already sitting there waiting for you.
Here's a limerick about a drunken footballer. There once was a player who drank. On the field, he would often just swank. After too many vodka martinis, he'd stumble and wheeze 'neath the trees, causing the team's morale to just tank. Senti quasi sepas.
Yeah, probably not the best limerick. I probably use a better AI model for that then as well. But there you see, if you are going to create something in a third-party application, it's already integrated into ElevenLabs. So if you're ever going to build anything and you do want to enhance your application by including an AI text-to-speech, ElevenLabs is perfect for you. So there you have it. There's ElevenLabs, a feature-rich application that's packed with the latest and greatest. It is the market leader when it comes to text-to-speech then as well. I think it's priced perfectly for what it does. The library of voices available for it is absolutely incredible, and it is constantly evolving platform then as well. They're constantly adding new features to make it more rich and to make it sort of compete with anybody else out there. There is lots of competition for it out there, but I think they just lack the quality and the depth that ElevenLabs offer. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you are interested in ElevenLabs, there is a link for it in my description below. If you are interested in prompt engineering and all things AI, there's links in my description below. As always, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you all. Bye-bye.